Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and today we have a Caveo lock, and this is a pin and slider Dimple lock. I thought it was a new brand, but it says here it's a brand of ASEC Security, so Caveo are ASEC. What I like about this lock in particular is it's got this beautiful sort of blue, maybe powder coated, don't know, cam, which I just think is really handsome on this lock, and it is also grub screwed at the bottom for easy gutting. So you can see here they've got the bitting. If you count up the bitting, it says that there are 7 cuts. This is actually only a 5-pin lock, and when you insert the key here, you can see that the first 2 cuts don't mean anything. It's only from my thumb onwards that actually matter, those 5 cuts. Why? Not so sure. Maybe longer barrels can have up to 7 pins, but it does have 5 sliders. You can see the sliders. If you look very carefully down the keyway, can you see there's one just here. I've got pick. You can see I'm just manipulating it with the tip of my pick, but that's one slider there, and then you go all the way down. You might just be able to see in the light there are 5 little glints of almost like teeth running at the back. So those are sliders. You have to turn them sideways, but we have a way around that. I'll show you that in a second once I get everything going nicely. So what do we need to pick this? Well, we'll just need some top of the keyway tension, and then we'll get a flag and we'll give it a go. But some of you might be thinking, have we not seen this before somewhere? And you might be thinking of this lock, which is the Adapter Prime HS, one of these. And if you look at the keys as well, get the keys together, you'll see that they are also very, very similar. Now, I don't know the deal. Maybe it's licensing, but made in different factories. Maybe it's the same factory. I haven't got a clue. What I do know is this Adapter HS doesn't have sliders. So that works in there. But the key is so similar. You can actually put the key that does have the sliders in there as well. It does fit the keyway. So there is sort of that. The only difference I could see is that I wasn't a big fan of this adapter because it just seemed to be a bit gritty, and there's bits of this chipped away when I was just putting some light tension on. I like the brass core in the Caveo a lot more. It feels a lot smoother despite having the sliders, and the keyway is just, you probably can't tell, just a little bit thinner. And it makes it a little bit harder to get tension tools in and pick them as well. So the Caveo is definitely, for whatever reason, just a better working, smoother operating, nicer lock. And I do appreciate the sort of nice brass core in there as well. So I don't know why there is a difference, but there just seems to be. So let's throw this in a vise. We'll give it a pick, and yeah, we'll gut it. Now I'm not going to take the whole thing apart because it's just a pain, but I will take the pins out so you can see what's happening there. So we're in the vise, but we have a small problem. It's a bit front end heavy. It's because I had to trap the back of the lock in the vise sort of sideways because of the stupid thumb turn, but there we go. There is the bitting of the key. Pop that in, give it a turn. Works absolutely fine, as you'd imagine. Yeah, we have a flat flag, we've got our turning tool. What else do we need to do? Well, I think we just need to get on and give this a pick. Now, to set the pins first, we just put in a turning tool. I'll get a short one, the keyway is quite short. There we go. Pop that in. We have to turn this clockwise, so I'm sort of supporting the weight of the vise and picking at the same time, so hopefully that won't be too annoying for you. Just going to pop my flat flag in and see what's binding. So it feels like pin 1 already. Nice click. Pin 2 now. Pin 2. Pin 1's dropped back up. 2. Nothing on 3. 5 now. Into a bit of a false set. Hit pin 4. And we're already sort of into a deep false set, which makes me think, do I then go in with my broken pick and wriggle the sliders? Don't pick them. If this usually works in these types of locks. And you can see I'm into a much deeper false set now. And what you need to do is just wriggle and jiggle the sliders until you're happy that you are resting now back onto whatever pins you are resting onto. So I think we need to set something else. These all feel pretty good. Now you'll have a good idea that you are back onto the pins when you go into that deeper full set. So let's assume now that our sliders are fine, and I've got now pin 4 here. Feeling very hard to get on top of. I think we got it. I don't know though. No. I think I got it, but we may have dropped the sliders back into place, so go back down. And there we go. Yep, thought so. So what happened? Happens quite a lot. This is actually one of the better slider locks in this regard that I found. Normally you pick the pins, you pick the sliders, it's open. This one, you pick the pins, you pick the sliders, then you have to go back to the pins and then back to the sliders, which I think is really good. Whether it's just this particular lock or it's all the Caveos, I don't know, but I'm actually quite pleased by the way that worked. So got all my pins in the keyway now. That shouldn't be too hard to sort out if I just move down to the bottom. Why isn't that working? I won't worry about that too much. I think what I need to do is basically just gut the lock now, and we'll see what it's got inside. Something's fallen into the keyway there, isn't it? So let's just take this all apart and we'll gut this lock, release the driver pins, and we'll see what's going on. And no, I don't really know why that's opening. It might be the sliders or something. We'll figure it out. Right, let's open this all up. So this is pins in position 1. Oh, it's a multi-spool. We saw that in the adapter lock. Don't know where that key pin's gone. Oh, the key pins are all up in the top, aren't they? Such an idiot. Anyway, doesn't matter. We'll take out the driver pins and we'll try and get the thing back round. Oh, that's not expected. That's a pin in pin. I did not expect that. How odd. A spool pin. And the standard pin. Well, was not expecting a pin in pin. That was very, very unexpected. Right, so maybe I just need to wiggle the sliders a little bit. Under tension. There you go. Let's see if we get those open again. Maybe that's what it is. There we go. It is. So all the way back round, I think. There we go. And we should be able to get these key pins out. That's key pin 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, right, get that in there. So just the sliders were holding me up at the back there. But yeah, surprisingly good. I'm not going to take sliders out, they're nothing special. But the pins are quite interesting and much more different than I was expecting, I have to say. So what do we have here? Well, we've got our classic key pins. They look strange, like little mushrooms. That's because to avoid the key pins dropping into the keyway, they are thicker at the driver's pin side. So we have a multi-spool, which is really nice in steel, it looks like. A very sharp, very thin necked spool pin. A pin in pin, which I was not expecting and did not find in the Adapter Prime HS lock earlier. We've got another nice tidy tight spool and a standard drive pin. Looks like steel springs as well. Very cool, actually. I don't mind this lock. Not massively hard to pick, but not horrible either. Sorry, not easy either. That's all I meant to say. And I don't know why, because I get the feeling it's the same lock made in the same factory. But I actually, whatever reason, prefer this Caveo a lot more. It's a harder pick. The sliders work really well. It's just a from what I can tell, just a bit better of a lock. So there you go. And like I said, it's got grub screws, so really good one to practice your slider locks. Oh yeah, I like it. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you have one of these? You picked one of these, so you've got one with 6, maybe even 7 pins. Let me know. I'd really like to know. I do read all the comments, reply to as many as I can. If you like this video, leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing, as it really helps me out. And of course, I'll see you all next time.